All right, everybody, Game Cooker US Rocks VR here. I'm back and I'm alive. Hopefully everything's working fine in this stream. I am gonna check my stream to see if I can hear myself. Okay, it's not very loud. Let me see. Let me turn up my voice a little bit more. Come on. What's going on here? Testing, okay. I don't know, it's a little bit louder now. I don't want it too loud because I don't want it to get distorted or whatever. Alright, okay, so I'm going to try to make this video short. I mean, I don't know how long it's going to end up being because I first time playing this. So I've been following this game, as you can see here on Steam, called Deadhaus Sonata, okay? I'll just play the video real quick without sound so you can just kind of see like an overview. The music in the game is playing in the background, so I can't shut that off. So just a quick reading. It says here, Deadhaus Sonata is a narrative-driven action RPG where you play the undead fighting the living. An unstoppable force from Deadhaus, you are a monster among men dealing death and destruction on a massive scale. From the creator of Legacy of Kain and Eternal Darkness. Play the dead. Play as vampires, ghouls, revenants, liches, wights, banshees, and wraiths. Deadhaus Sonata focuses on an asymmetric gameplay as you explore the grim world of Malor. Fast-paced combat, tear through hordes of enemies, and visceral combat through magic, melee, and terrifying gruesome attacks. Endless loot. Complex political system. Customization. You make the choices that have a lasting, maybe even permanent effect on your character and potentially the world at large. This is a community-driven content. Create characters, levels, quests, and more using various creation tools. So that's kind of cool. It has up to 6-player co-op. That's pretty awesome. Play with up to 6 people and assist each other in wreaking havoc on the living. So this is going to be an online-only game. So let me just say that right off the bat. Okay, so this is going to be online connection only. I don't think that they're going to have an offline connection. So this is definitely a online community-driven game. And they said that they wanted it that way because of the type of situation that they want to create when you're playing the game. So apparently everybody's going to have some effect on the world. You know, I don't know how much or whatever. So, and then of course you're probably going to need to team up, you know, to take certain situations. I don't know all the details, but you know, it's definitely online only. So if you like the Legacy of Kain, Eternal Darkness, you know, maybe you want to check this out, support the developer. You know, and we need more games that are original, that are interesting, that are not taking in the forced narrative that a lot of the industry is kind of throwing on us right now. Now, you know, I don't know what kind of politics they're talking about here, but this takes place in a more, you know, ancient time, I guess you could say. So I imagine they're going to use the themes from the old days, you know, rather than today's politics. Hopefully. So this is a gory game. I'll play the trailer real quick without the sound, just so you can kind of get the overview of that. I got the link to the Steam page and the tech demo, which is what I'm going to be playing next, the tech demo. They just released it this week, so that was pretty cool, surprising too. I don't know, maybe I should play it. Since I got the music in the background, it's like, eh. I'm gonna shut this off because it's kind of annoying. All right, let me play the music anyway. Whatever. If I get copyright, I get copyright. Let's see. I think I turned down the volume all the way here. Sorry, guys. Let's see. Let's try that now.
Remember from where you came. Brutal degradation, a torrent of never-ending pain. Remember the day you were created. Hatred, malice, and slavery you were fated. Remember your mortal life so long ago. Injustice, corruption, and unending woe. Remember the institutions you embrace. The futile hope, witness their fall from grace.
Now let me say something here too. Excuse me. I recommend that you go to their previous streams on Twitch, or I think they have them on YouTube too now. And check out their weekly live stream, because they talk about a lot of the technical details that they're trying to implement in the game. One of them was like an AI driven. Well, I could be wrong about how I'm terming this stuff, but I believe it was like an AI driven voice system, where they can easily create different voices for characters and stuff just by using a particular software that they're implementing, so that you don't necessarily have to have all voice actors, or if you do have voice actors, you can use the same actors and modify their voices in a digital fashion. So that was kind of cool. Of course, this is obviously an old video, so you can't go by the graphics of this. But I think the mouths and stuff, the way the mouth moves and the facial expressions, I know this is nothing new, but they're trying to implement an immersive presentation for the player. So again, they're setting very high expectations. But from what I gather of what I watched on their streams, I didn't watch every single stream, I admit, but I watched quite a few of them. They're trying to set the bar high so that they can come out with a game that's going to be immersive and satisfying to the players. But they are focusing on a very specific game. So, I don't think they're going to dilly-dally around with people who are complaining about this, that, and everything else. Now, they do want feedback. Like, if you play the tech demo, they want feedback on it. Now, I'm not going to be critical of the tech demo because I just think it's foolish to do that. I mean, they're being generous by releasing this so that we can kind of like see what they've played around with so far, because that's really all it is. It's just a presentation of like things that they probably just played around with and experimented with and kind of put something together. It's not, they make it very clear this is not an image of the final product. This is just kind of like, you could say they're throwing a bone, right? Because we've been hearing about this game for 2 years now. So it's nice that they finally threw something out. And I don't know what to expect of it. I don't know if you can play the game or if it's just more cinematic stuff or whatever. It looks like it's kind of something you can actually play. So that would be interesting. So let's finish this short video or two.
Remember the reason you are here. Persistence, focus, give them fear. Remember what they did was wrong. The old world has made you strong.
And remember, if you're into vampire games, you're playing a vampire. I don't know how long this was. 4 minutes.
3rd of Oct.
So
in the year
here's the radio play one.
218 after Deadhaus.
Uh-oh. I hate when Steve...
3rd of Oct, in the year 218 after Deadhaus. At dawn, on the 5th day of our search, we came upon the vampire's dwelling, a ruined tower from the First Age. 12 of us stormed the lookout, and rode down the mindless thralls that sought to warn their master. The knights wished to breach the tower on foot, to smite the wretch as it lay in its coffin, but I stood them down. That's what it wanted us to do, to assemble in the confines of those ruins, dismounted, away from the sun. From my satchel, I procured a flask, shook it vigorously, and threw it at the base of the tower, setting it ablaze with alchemical fire. For a time, there was no sound or movement, but the kindling of the structure, and I wondered if we had come too late yet again. But then at once, a portion of the stone wall blasted apart, sending pieces of it hurtling towards us. 2 were killed outright, skull and ribs crushed. They were lucky. My satchel was torn from me, and a figure leapt out of the gap, over our horses, fleeing as it hit the ground. We pursued our quarry from the burning hilltop, closing on its lead in a thundering charge. Under the light of day, it could not change its form to elude us, and its strength was but a fraction of what it would have been in darkness. It was still swift enough to outpace any man, but on horseback, we were swifter. Sensing that we drew nearer, the vampire swerved from the open field and sought refuge in an abandoned church. I shouted for the knights to stop, to draw no closer, to hold position and allow me to retrieve my satchel from the tower. But they had been hunting the fiend for 5 days and had just lost 2 of their brothers. One of them dismounted and approached the church doors. From the darkness inside, a voice poured out and stood my hair on end.
I invite you in.
And the knight stepped forward. In the name of the Emperor, I command you to stop! I shouted, and the knight hesitated, torn between my command and the dead thing's power.
I killed your friends. Their blood seeps into the earth even now. It smells so sweet.
And the knight drew his sword in wrath. Stay in the light! I cried in vain. My chimes were left in the fallen satchel. I could not strike them to ring through the vampire's voice. The knight stepped into the shadows. His screams followed shortly after, and the sound of tearing flesh. Others drew their swords. Some dismounted. They were shouting, arguing. I tried to convince them that 8 of them was not enough. Not even with me, not without my implements. I lost command in the chaos. What followed? The blame lies with me. If I had but kept my satchel. I lingered only for a moment as they crossed into the church. I saw it there in the darkness. Glimpses of it. Flickers of predation. It fell upon the knights as if from all sides, slicing into them, dragging them screaming into the shadows. They called for me, begging me to help them. But had I entered the church that day, then Deadhaus would have my secrets, and thousands more would have died. I turned my horse and fled, hearing my name fall into the distance behind me, until at last the church was silent. I retrieved my satchel from the tower and left its smoldering ruin behind. I dare not write what became of the knights. I can only pray that their death were the end, but that thought does little to still the echoes of my name, as they called it that day. Alaric, Alaric. Alaric von Bella, Grand Inquisitor of the THACEAN Empire.
Okay. Oops. Oh, I lost it. I can't see my mouse. All right, so let's get into this. Let's get into this. So the tech demo. Again, I don't know what to expect. Hey Akbar, what's up? Did I spell that right? Yeah. All right, so I'm going to turn this down just a little bit because this music is really loud in the game. Just let me know if like you can't hear anything. I'll try to turn it up more. So this is Deadhaus Sonata. It's built on the O3DE open source engine. So you can look that up and figure out what that is. They have a Discord channel. You can join an official website. I'll try to get the Discord and the website in there. So let's start this demo and see what it's all about. Deadhaus Sonata, vampire game. And I am playing, well, I didn't check, well, it didn't give me an option to do anything with video or sound. And it's the first time I'm doing this, so it could crash. Okay. Alrighty. It's a little choppy, but that's okay. And again, this is just a tech demo, so just remember that. Menu. What's menu? Oh, sorry. I'm trying to look for options. I'll have to let them know to like put some options in there. So again, this is just a tech demo. The game's probably going to look a lot better than this and play a lot better. So let's see. You can swipe right now. There really isn't any attacks as far as I can see. Oh, what's this? How do you block? Is he an enemy? It's kind of hard with the... Since I don't have any... I only got one attack. Let's see here. Well, let's see. Whoops. Alright, yeah, it's a little choppy. Like I said, I'm not going to be critical of this. He looks pretty, huh? Oh, yeah. Lovely. But, you know... oh, this guy's got a shield. I don't see any other attacks. That's what you can't roll. E and Q don't work. 1, 2, 3, 4. So it just looks like it's just a swing. And there's no targeting, so it's kind of difficult for me because I'm not used to fighting games. Hey, don't run away. Get back here. Alright, slice and dice. Alright, great. So is this all this is? Wait, there's got to be more. Let's see. They wouldn't put out a tech demo, I don't think, with just nowhere to go. Maybe. Yeah, they definitely have to put options in for sure to change the oh, now I got two guys. So if I turn right and then swing backwards, I can do that kind of. I'm kind of forced manipulation there. These guys are wimps. Get back here. Alright. I feel like I'm missing something here, like I feel like I'm missing something. Okay, I can't go through here. Okay, let's see here. What's Whoa, now there's a whole bunch. I want some vampire powers, man. Yeah, they're like in super duper alpha stage. I mean, I'm sure they have more than this done. Obviously, they're not going to release their, like, I can't roll. I wonder if this is more made for a controller right now. I have an Xbox, but I don't like using the controllers. Again, I'm wondering if I'm missing something here. I mean, I like the character model, obviously. He looks more like a, what's he look like? He looks like a, what are they called again? I wonder if I'm supposed to knock these things or something. I feel like there's supposed to be some way to open up some kind of an entrance or something. I don't know. Like they have a door over there, but you can't get to the door. What happens if I die? Here, let me get beat up. Come on, hit me. Okay, I died. Now what? Well, I was hoping for a little more than that, you know? I mean, I still feel like maybe I'm missing something here. Is there a pathway somewhere I'm not seeing? I mean, I don't know. You can't go that way. I mean, this is really basic, basic tech demo for sure. I was hoping for just a little bit more. Like I said, even if it was just one like short level, that would have been, you know, a little better. Yeah, I guess that's it. I guess they just want you to kind of flail around a little bit. Well, I'll have to talk to the. I'll have to go on the Discord and find out if I'm missing something here because I can't jump. I can only swing. I can't block. I have no special abilities. Got no other weapons. I can kind of do that. That's it. I can kind of zoom out a little bit more, which doesn't necessarily help. I mean, I guess that's a little better if you like that view. I want some vampire abilities, man. I want to see what they can do as far as like, you know, they said the game is going to be very bloody and gory. You know, because you're a vampire and you're going to be using some crazy abilities. So, all right, well that's it, I guess. Yeah, that's all I can see. I mean, even if they made me like automatically go into a rage, that would have been kind of cool. But I don't see any loot or anything. Alright, well anyway, that's the Deadhaus Sonata tech demo. I mean, at least they showed us something. It's been a long time, so they're working on it diligently, they said. Anyway, I would say check them out. Support them if you like vampire games. You know, at least follow them and share. You know, you can share, right? So that helps. That help gets word out. Even if you could do like a shoulder slam, that would be cool. But definitely having ability would be good. One ability at least would have been nice. I have to let them know that, you know. Give us like a couple melee moves we could do. You know, give us a special ability, you know, like a gory one, so we can see how much gore they're really wanting to put in this game. That would be my recommendation. But let me know what you think in the comments. Not about the tech demo, but what kind of a game, you know, that you want to see this become. Because again, you're playing the vampire, so you're like the bad guy, I guess you could say, you know, or the unfortunate one. So, you know, what would you want to see? Like, I mean, are vampires all just ruthless beings? I mean, yeah, they got to feed. Do you want some vampires to, I don't want to say retain some humanity, but be more humane as far as like how they live in the world? Even if you got a game like this where your enemies with you know, the humans, because they know about you and they're scared of you, you know. So I'm gonna die soon. Yeah, I'd like to know your thoughts. Again, I'm not a vampire like expert, you know. I mean, I'm like what you would call a basic vampire, you know, connoisseur, if that's what you want to call it. So, all right, everybody. Well, thanks for watching. So that's it. Deadhaus Sonata tech demo. Check out the websites. Check out their Discord. Check out their weekly live streams, because you'll find out a lot more about the future of this game. Okay, so I'm gonna end up getting killed here. So you guys be safe. Promote peace. Promote good health. Stay safe. All right.